Ladies and gentlemen, with a solid 50% guest turnout, I introduce to you MyStreet 5 years later with your host, Jacob Butter. And also, the one guest who showed up when he was supposed to, Aiden the Best.
Hello, my camera won't work today, so you're gonna get this today.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Welcome everyone to MyStreet 5 years later. Today, we're going to be, I guess, we'll probably have our other guest show up eventually. You can probably figure out who it is just based on previous data.
I think her name starts with an M. Oh, is that her?
No, that's the video.
I'm like, is that her?
No, it's just that. Yeah, this is how it's gonna start off. Just a
black screen.
Exactly, just a solid black screen. But of course, it's gonna soon join. Oh, I just got a message from that says "will joined." Anyway, but this black screen will soon turn into a video that I'm sure that you yourself have been waiting for quite a lot. Aphmau's crush on Kai.
Oh, God, I hate Kai.
The description of this episode read, Aphmau's getting much closer to Kai. Ellipsis. So
I can't believe she actually decided to do another shipping war, though. I still can't get over that fact. Like, after how the original shipping war destroyed her mentally, like, I'm surprised she was like, you know what? Let's do another shipping war with Aphmau. Of course. Sounds great.
I remember saying that in a previous stream as well. I agree with that. I have no idea why that was the way she decided to make things go.
Honestly, I kind of want to do some sort of shipping war in Immune Girl eventually. I think that'd be fun.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, that would be kind of fun, partly because, unlike Aphmau, I thrive off of chaos. So, actually, having something that the fans like constantly be discussing in that regard actually would be something interesting.
Although, I feel like it'd be a bit cliche doing more Enna, obviously, because she's obviously dating someone. Well, I feel like it'd be cliche doing like the main protagonist. So if we were to do like another character, like maybe Pete.
I mean,
Pete gets a shipping war confirmed?
I mean, frankly, I'm actually a little bit surprised in one way because
it's also Reina.
Well, no, yes. Well, I was thinking more of Julius as the centerpiece, and because of people trying to ship him.
Isn't he dating someone already? Wouldn't that kind of ruin it?
Exactly, because people kept on trying to ship him with Reina for all this time. Suddenly, Agatha comes along, takes her place. I was wondering what that impact would be. Yet so far, it's been relatively tame. I think people are finally accepting the fact that two best friends of opposite genders and both being straight can still just be friends.
we need to write in a joke at one point about like Reina and Julius like, hey, what are you guys gonna eventually date? It's just like not happening.
I did that last year. Remember the pitch meetings parody?
Well, I mean in the actual episode, just have a random person be like, oh, you guys would be cute together. It's like, no, not happening.
Well,
just have a quick joke about that, like, no. Cancelled. That ship is canceled.
I suppose, yeah. Okay. Oh, we've got some questions already before we start. Is this going to be your new thing, do that announce voice every future 5 years later stream? It already is. I've been doing that for the past at least 10 streams. Bare minimum.
Yes.
Anyway, do I think Quantum's going to adjust the ship Empress and Agatha next? Oh, you mean like how she unintentionally does that? Well, I don't think we have any moments of Empress hugging Agatha. And that's the thing, Quadzi and hugs do not match in Gacha. That's why why
it just looks like they're having like romantic interactions, like more Agatha is officially gonna be canon eventually at this rate. More Agatha just happens. Like what?
See that could have been the shipping war, Morwenna, Malbec, and Agatha.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would actually think that'd be a cute shipping war, although
Well, yeah, obviously very complicated now considering that they're both dating other people. Yeah.
Yes. They're both dating other people. It's kind of impossible.
Yeah, bit late now, but, who knows? We'll see in the future. Well, bear in mind that Season 3 is already fully written, but still. We'll see in the distant future, I suppose.
We'll see. Maybe one day we'll write in a line or two about it, joke about it. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I've yet to go back and go through those, honestly. because actually something that Mona and I have
Yeah,
been talking about
but
is the fact that
I'm
we
gonna
kind
be
of
honest.
like
I don't really
yeah.
want to add too much to those scripts because I'm kind of worried about lengthening them more
I don't necessarily mean adding things. I
or
mean,
like changing it.
well, yes, changing, removing certain parts. It depends actually, because this is something that Mona and I were actually talking about before. Is that we've kind of jumped the gun quite a lot in terms of in terms of writing, and that actually honestly stems from me because my process ended up facilitating that quite a lot because out of suddenly writing like one episode, uploading it, and then seeing what happened later, and then coming up with something else, I suddenly got more confident in the story of the Mutant Girl as season 1 progressed. I started writing maybe a couple episodes in advance, maybe 3 at some points, and then afterwards with season 2, everything kind of just started accelerating quite significantly, which actually for season 2 kind of worked. But maybe in the future, who knows?
I
It might be good
mean,
to
yeah, but with the
like, take a step back and look at how the audience has received everything so far, and actually
the
react accordingly.
only thing to do is maybe do something more about the whole Reina thing. I mean, that's the only thing I feel like season 3 may need to work in. Even so, I don't really think we need to work on any more Reina stuff.
I think that's actually that's the only thing that I've seen people respond very, very negatively to in the Mutant Girl thus far, at least. I mean, the most negative comment I've got other than that was Judas's back-facing character and some Malvic voice jokes, which I have taken on board by now, by the way. But also, speaking of that, introducing the world's #1 Reina hater, the YouTube sensation Mo Nation.
Down with Reina. Down with Reina. Down with Reina.
No. Oh, jeez.
Down with the elf. Down with the elf.
And that is how you do a transition, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Also, Art Droid's here. Hello, Art Droid.
Hi, Art Droid.
Here's the thing with Reina. I have
You want her?
Reina needs. No, I ain't like you with Pop. I
was about to make that comparison.
I have actual structured criticism. Did I give?
Oh, finally, yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking about this a bit.
Yeah, we had
said, but the fact that it's there.
When I give criticism, I'm very harsh. So
I mean, that's
keep
fine.
That.
Yeah.
As I say, Reina's.
I mean, as long as it's balanced criticism,
Like unlike Pop,
yeah.
Unlike Pop, who does bad things, Reina does bad things in overall. Reina does things in a more subtle way. Pop is an over exaggerated TV mean girl. Reina is an actual mean girl.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, I generally look forward to this video quite a lot. I know it's going to destroy me, but I need it to happen for several reasons. But I mean, honestly, as long as it's harsh but balanced, as long as I hear there's like a few positive things I'm doing with Reina, it's not just like all bad, Other than that.
No, Reina should just be canceled, Jacob. Reina should just be written out of the show.
That's not where I was going.
That's a joke. I'm joking about that, but seriously.
Anyway, hello, Josh. But yeah, Reina as a character, because you present her in this perspective that she is, that what her actions are like. Oh, that's just Reina. Okay, then that's just Reina, but that's. This is why I need to make the review video.
Yeah, because you want to actually say that, without having to go there, because
Yeah.
Honestly, again, same thing with Pop. It's like, classic Pop. Always falling on your own sword.
Okay, so Josh asked, will you make another User Worlds Mutant Girl Edition 3? Probably. We just haven't got around to recording anything like that.
Yeah, that's true. I got to actually invite Nova to camera.
It's fun.
Although I feel like if we do that, we're gonna have lots of more Felix jokes.
I mean, potentially, yeah.
That could be one of the videos leading up to the anniversary, actually, if we get around to recording it anytime soon, It could be one of the videos leading up to the anniversary.
I mean, it depends. Depends if I have actual time, because considering that I had to swap my scene with William because he couldn't figure out how to do his one ? I swapped and I ended up having the longer part of his one and also another part of the episode.
Okay,
so the bulk of episode 3.
Oh, yeah, but what you could do for a TV is, remember when Monet did the effect with the phone in It's Family Thing episode 1? This is my brother Ethan. Remember that effect? Where she put a background, that like a gradient behind them that made it look like it was their actual background, and it looked like it changed perspectives. You could do that with the TV for that segment.
What I'm thinking of doing right now is actually cropping the TV out and yes, doing different perspectives. I'm doing it like that rather than because I'm not really sure how that effect was actually done. Normally, I'd be all for learning for new edits and stuff because that's what the Mutant Girl is really good at. Actually, is teaching me how to do different edits and stuff. I mean, I can track my progress as an editor significantly when the Mutant Girl started, as did before. But I think because I've only got a week left. What are we talking about? We're talking about the Mutant Girl. But because I've got a week.
The effect.
Remember the live stream effect that Buttercup used in episode 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was talking about that effect and how he did that background stuff.
Yeah, so like I was trying to say, you two, because I've only got a week left to do those things. I don't think it's a good chance to try something entirely new that way, because that's actually also what happened with the original version of the episodes. I was trying new stuff and it didn't quite work the way I wanted to. So eventually I'll investigate into that, but for now I'm going to probably try just the different perspectives and keep
it's not that hard, honestly.
Okay, I'm sure it isn't once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, and well, Pop's technically just antagonist, not a villain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was about to say, Pop isn't really a villain, but neither is Raina. So, yeah.
Pop is just straight up antagonist.
Yeah, the closest thing we had to a villain was Felix.
But I will be titling my video "Why Raina is actually the villain." That's my title.
Why Raina's actually the villain? Okay.
The villain of the season, not the kidnapper. It's the kidnappee.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with that one.
I don't think she's a villain of the season. But
I was going to say she's got her problems, but the villain would imply that she's actively acting against,
the villain is malicious.
The main characters, yeah.
I don't know why Raina is horrible. Maybe would be a better title, or a more accurate title, at least what you're saying, or what you want to try to get across.
Yeah, or if anything, why people hate Raina. That would solve the problem. Yeah.
Why the Raina hate? That's my title.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good title.
Yeah, but honestly, I wouldn't think of her as a villain because, again,
a villain requires some sort of malice.
Anywho, I got a review to write anyway. I have a review to write before this.
Yes. Well, anyways, speaking of reviews.
Absolutely. Thank you for that amazing transition there. Aphmau's crush on Kai. Here we go. Here's another character that was supposed to come off as good, but actually, through several mistakes of the creator, ended up not being so. And someone actually called them out in a review. And we have that person right here. So, perfect. Without further distraction, on with the reaction. And yes, Pop really hates everyone except her friends. Well, her friends, her gang. She doesn't hate her gang.
Oh, Wolf's back. Yes.
So,
yeah.
How is the research going? What happened?
I'm stuck on the same page. I always am.
What do you? I've been up all night. I've been busy doing research on the internet. What?
You think that the plush would actually know about this, considering that it really, can't change direction, must have been staring at Apple the whole time, but okay.
Well, at least by now you must have found
if Wolf's actually a magical creature, doesn't it have to lie dormant sometimes? So what if instead of closing its eyes, it just mentally shuts down for long periods of time if it's actually a real creature?
I mean, I don't know, but, I know, that depends, actually. Because obviously, like, the way that we sleep was it's actually, BB is actually signed to investigate as to why humans actually need sleep, because it's actually it's up to debate. But who knows, depending on how much is actually animated by it and how much is sustained by magical energy, they might actually need to sleep at all. I mean, if anything,
Wait, because remember how at one point, a certain magical character in Emerald Secret said that she has to rest for a time period because she uses all her energy. It could be like that.
It could be, yes, but I don't know if that's like sleep necessarily or just resting in general to recharge. It depends. That's something to consider for angels as well, because I actually probably should put that in the everything wrong with section in the Fallen Angels episode, is because Adam has a cabin with 4 beds even though he doesn't need sleep. But I don't know.
No, Adam needs sleep.
What? He does? Why?
That was established in episode 2.
Why?
They need minimum sleep because they use too much, because their energy, because their bodies do need recharge after,
Okay.
I'm not good at explaining it, but yeah, they do need technically sleep, but very limited quantities. Like an hour of sleep technically can last them 4 to 5 days if they don't overexalt themselves with their energy and fight too much. And
you know something? I actually recently said to Moni that you and her are actually fairly similar in certain ways. And actually, you've both actually done the exact same thing here. You start off with one point, didn't quite iterate it properly, and want to address it later on in a more structured manner. It is kind of interesting. Yes. But yeah. Alright, Pretty Place says, she's watching herself! She's not doing research! Stop procrastinating on your schoolwork, Aphmau! Also, hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Werewolf culture.
What is that face?
Oh. This one I can answer. Okay, who came up with the idea of having DeLacy as a last name? Well, that actually is one of the many literature references / pop culture references in The Mutant Girl. Because Felix and Agatha were actually modeled off of the cottage dwellers in the Frankenstein. And in the Frankenstein play, there's one version where Agatha, that cottage dweller, is blind. In the book, it's the father who's blind. And the last name of that family is the DeLacys. I just had it so that that's why Felix says I'm just a simple cottage dweller when he actually, appears and does his thing with Raina.
Yes. Evil laughs.
Yeah.
I kidnapped a child.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, why not base a part about a scientist who does bad things for good reasons on Frankenstein? That is kind of the whole point of the book. So,
Yes.
What's that look for? Well, I kinda, sorta learned a few things about them.
I learned that Aphmau uploads every single day, and you should subscribe right now.
Let me guess! You did a thing, did you? No, it's not that. Then what is it? You've been on the computer for more than a day!
She needs Hunter there to motivate her. That's really what it is. If she's helping somebody else, she'll do it.
I started looking up videos about werewolves, but then there was another video suggested to me about something else, and I just kept clicking and watching, and before I knew it, I had to get dressed for school.
Me on YouTube every day.
I mean, yeah, this thing does... Yeah, that is very true about the YouTube algorithm. Honestly, especially that was a complaint back then about how distracting it could be. But nowadays, it actually kind of does recommend stuff from, the same creators usually, actually something on the same subject. I think it's gotten smarter over the years, in the 5 years. 5 years later, the YouTube algorithm is slightly smarter than before. They did one thing right, and then they got rid of dislikes, so they did something else wrong. But anyway. Look at the comment before Pretty plays. Oh, right. Does Pop hate Agatha? Well, you kind of said it yourself. Pop basically hates everyone except for her gang.
Yeah, I imagine she would hate Agatha purely because she hangs around Morna and friends.
I mean, honestly, the thing is that the reason that she hates Morwenna is because she actually managed to fight back and get some victories over her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because at first she was just like, oh yeah, easy targets, and also someone I can just use to actually get a good grade, and that's why I tend to normally do anyway. But as soon as that actually failed, as soon as she started actually, showing opposition, that's when Pop stepped up, and that's how she suddenly got unhinged. So that's why Pop's downfall is tied to Morwenna, and she blames Morwenna for it. So if anything, Morwenna is the villain in Pop's story. Yeah. Ironically enough, more so than Raina ever was, because they used to hate each other beforehand, but then Morwenna became the target. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that was kind of interesting in episode 1, how it's alluded that they kind of have a very combative history with each other. I kind of wish you did more with that, or like reference that more, because I think that was an interesting idea to play around with, having a combative history between two other characters like that.
I think the real reason why I had Reina with the one who interacts there is because I think Mona can agree with this. She's much more impulsive than Julius. Julius will actually, try to read for a situation or just like step on the sidelines, be like, oh, you know what, this is not going to affect me, because my whole thing is trying to keep myself and others happy. Whereas with Reina, it's just like, what'd you say to me? That kind of thing.
What'd you say to me, brother? I'm gonna murder you, brother. I don't know. Judas, no.
Wow. Comparing Reina to Judas in front of the person who's doing a review about her, that's gonna go well.
Seriously, what is your problem? How did you even pass Werewolf class last year? I got lucky. I passed with a C+. It was the only subject I got
impressive.
below.
Or, well, it's not the most impressive, but in a class that you're not very good at, I mean, that's pretty good.
That's very true, actually.
I relate with Aphmau. I barely passed math the past 2 years when I had it.
Yeah, I will say, like, in the old GCSE system, when they used to use letters rather than numbers, C was the pass rate, and everything below C was not. So, actually, I think that's kind of where that's coming from, I suppose.
Well, I mean, C's average in the US, at least, so yeah.
Fair enough.
So, I feel like that's what Reina gets constantly C's.
That means that I was an I think Reina gets lower than C's in a lot of subjects. I mean, especially English. That's why she was trying so hard during that.
Yeah. Woo! I am the spirit of Delphi.
Exactly. Meanwhile, in Mona's review, Reina actively sabotages the performance. I don't know. Honestly, that could be a thing. Go ahead and write that if you want. I'm just teasing you.
And which might
Oh, hold on. Oh, do you think Ren ever wants to be a human again and not a mutant for her whole life? Well, actually, this will go into, like, I want to address, like, the Aphmau parallel here of when someone gets turned into something else later on in the series. But some people haven't watched this yet, so I'm actually just going to say, there is a parallel to that, and the person in that video actually gets called out and says, oh, well, you shouldn't have done this thing, but now that you have done it, you have to live with it. And also, no one's really able to transform her back anyway, so she's trying to make the most of it and live with her mistake, actually. That's one thing that Reina will actually do. She'll make mistakes, but she will actually live with them. Anyway, I barely passed English. Science, can't remember. Maths, I got a 2, and art, I got a 3, so I didn't pass. Yeah, as I said before, GCSE has now gone to numbers rather than letters.
A.
Are you saying A, or is that your grade? Is that A?
No. My grades for the last time I was in school were trash. Like legit got 4. I think I got a 4. I got 5. No, not 5. I ain't got no 5. I got 4. I got 3s. Dang, I failed.
I mean, you did tell me that overall, across your entire school career, your grades were consistently good and really good at that. So that's something. Don't be disgruntled by the ending. Besides, you turned out okay.
No, I ended hard. Got me jealous other ones.
Also, Art Droid. When it comes to at least art classes, the thing about that is it doesn't matter how good you are, it's all about the teacher and stuff. Like, I had a teacher in photojournalism who was very strict on the kind of photos and stuff, and it was very harsh for grading. So it really depends on teacher and stuff, so it's,
Yeah, one of my worst subjects that I got at GCSE...
Coming from something...
One of my worst subjects that I got at GCSE was my IT grade, and that was a C, ironically. There's no C plus thing, basically. We had A star, but that's the only different one. So yeah, it was like, so I got a C in that one, but yeah, it's weird because actually now the subject I enjoy the most is digital writing, where I actually get to use my knowledge of computers and technology and media in general to my advantage. And some of that I learned during the IT, some of it I learned actually again by doing the Mutant Girl. So it's very weird how that turned out, actually. If I started the Mutant Girl 3 years earlier, then, well, I probably would have failed what GCSEs, actually, because I've been dedicating more time to it. But I would have also maybe learned some more stuff by now. Who knows?
Exams are bogus.
Oh, yeah.
Bogus! Anyway.
Anyways, and yes, Josh, Reina will be a mutant girl forever.
I barely passed health, my worst enemy. Oh, you get grades in health class? I didn't.
Well,
I didn't
she
know
can
that.
die.
Oh yeah, no, in the US you get them. They suck.
Oh, okay. It's fair enough.
I mean, I did fine enough in it, but
it was weird.
Yeah. See, this is good information for me for when writing about high school.
Nothing in that whole class. And I got grades.
Although I don't think we had a health class in it all. We did. I don't think we wrote anything about health class season 3. I mean, we had a bit of gem class.
Yeah,
but we didn't. But that's all. But besides a few scenes, besides maybe 1 or 2 scenes at best, I don't really think we had much in line with health and gem in that whole thing.
No, that's right. We did not. Then again, I probably wouldn't know how to start as far as lesson structure as that goes, ironically. But anyway, yeah. Honestly, we had gym class. I'm glad we put that in because I really missed out the chance to do something with that in season 1. Anyway, you've seen exams were supposed to be on our own. Our teacher didn't leave me alone and kept telling me to do something, so I'd be halfway through a thing where he said to do so, and then he'd say, no, do this instead. Oh, right, I see. Yeah, so it wasn't really properly invigilated. Okay, yeah. I did photography only. Well, it's not meant to make sense because it didn't. That was I did photography only boy in class, art and BTEC. Okay.
Oh yes, school is just about memorization, not actual learning. Sadness.
I mean, yeah, this is coming from a teacher, everyone. Let it be known that she actively joined the system.
Yeah,
I don't know why people think I have exams to
yeah, I've helped you write exams before. I know that. I've helped you write exams before.
Oh yes, you have to help me again. You want to help?
Ah, yes.
You want to help me write again next week? Want to help me?
Mindy's goat shall return.
What? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Oh, language and spelling. Yes. Okay. I just said in creative writing class yesterday. I just. Thank you. I just said in creative writing class yesterday that one of the skills that I had was talking about spelling, punctuation, and grammar and stuff. Well, that's actually partly thanks to you guys.
Yes.
And don't think you're exempt, Monet. Scars on my black is a thing. Anyway. All right. Definitely plans to change her back. That's referring to this comment.
Do you want to help?
Yes,
you don't want to?
I want to help. I'm talking to Josh.
Yeah, we were talking about we were moving on. We addressed that subject.
Yeah, I can help you out. I'll help out too, Monet.
Yeah.
But also, Josh, no, Reina is going to stay a mutant. Elf girl forever. Elf girl forever. Wakanda forever.
Elf on a freaking show.
You know what? You know what? If we ever wait, maybe we should have like an Instagram photo, like on the Empress Instagram, of just Reina dressed up like an elf on a shelf.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I did. We did clarify in the movie that she does actually. Minor spoiler for the movie. She takes random elfing jobs, and that's one thing that she addresses. Anyway, I passed language English exam but failed to see because they made us do that one in year 10. Oh right, I see. Yeah, that's. By the way, GCSEs for anyone who doesn't live in the UK, they're usually done in year 11, not year 10. That's the difference. I did one in year 8, but that's because they allow me to, because the rules were different, they allow me to skip forward.
I refuse to do any all year. Like, honestly, I did not have no drive to do anything all year. I had an option to, but
I mean, the thing is that because in year 9 you have to choose between Spanish and French, or at least that you did at my school. And so I don't know, I just thought, okay, well, you know what, it'd be good if I could not spend another 3 years learning a language that I already know on a level that I don't necessarily need to. So I just got that exam done and dusted early, and then I took French afterwards, and Aiden has regretted that fact ever since.
How could you do this to me?
Aiden's French phobic.
Okay, right. It was a bad experience. Let me tell you. I just wish we didn't had to do homework for subjects like this. Gym and health, in my opinion, they should be passable regardless. Oh, I never got gym homework. I never got health homework either because they never
I
actually.
had to write an essay
for
you know, I had to write an essay for PE once.
They wanted us to one day log our fitness and do like fitness and like kill me. I'm just lying. I'm not. Don't tell me to do stuff. I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta have hashtag fitness honest for that.
Also, Josh, about Josh.
Hold on, Mona's gonna say something. I'm gonna put his comment on screen later.
Yeah. Essay Tuesday PE.
For PE, no. Then again, I have gone on record on Sean to say that I used to be obsessed with the Three Kings, so I mean, I wouldn't have minded so much, but I would have wondered why it would tie it into the subject. Anyway,
and also
birthday
essay about the history of football.
Okay, thank you. I don't need more examples. How come Empress wasn't invited to Mark's birthday in season 1, episode 7?
She didn't know him?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, exactly. Marwick and Empress had never met at that point. Ever.
They only really met through Morena. I think technically it was either they met off screen at the play because Empress was there, or, again, speaking off screen wise, because she was there, or they first met at Morena's house during the beginning of season 2. So they didn't really meet beforehand. I mean, maybe in between honestly, seasons they met.
Yeah, I would go between seasons because Empress doesn't really say like, oh, so this is the famous Marwick and try to do something there. Marwick kind of already knows how she operates, so yeah, safe to say there's 3 months in between when season 1 and season 2 kick off. So yeah, or 2 really, because it's February, but yeah. So there was time, you know. Marwick gets to meet the family and such in between those, and Empress is practically family. And also, I mean, Raina and Julius themselves weren't invited either. I mean, neither was Pete, because again, they haven't become friends yet either. Morwenna only barely got an invite because she'd only just recently become friends with Marwick in general after the presentation day. So, yeah. And then again, that was part of the intrigue of the episode as to why Morwenna was invited. What was it that Marwick had intended with that? Was it him? Was it his mum who just forced her to be there? Didn't want to actually belong at the party or not? That was the kind of the point. So inviting more people from Morwenna's connections would have undermined that message or that idea. Hang on. I think I responded to that for a long time. Let me just try. Okay, yeah. Alright, here we go. During my history exam, someone fell asleep. He didn't enjoy the subject. He saw the exam as nap time. Well, that's better than the teacher, I suppose. That's the stereotype. Anyway, how many Easter eggs are on that laptop? I guess...
24.
Yeah, technically speaking, 24. Yeah. Alright. Thankfully, my lifetime relationship class isn't graded. Lifetime relationship? That seems interesting.
How does that work? Your relationship with life?
It's a non-exam class too. We talk, learn, engage, which is very useful. Everyone felt safe in there. I would like to hear more about this lifetime relationship class at some point, but for now, let's carry on with the episode.
Explain why
Is that like a high school, college, or college class?
Well,
like something you just choose.
Well, we will find out soon enough when I get the response that I was talking
I prefer season 2 Marwick.
Interesting. Interesting, because you're one of the only people to highlight the problems between him and Wenna's relationships, and those started in season 2. So, I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah, you know Jacob, he loves stirring up drama.
That's actually, yeah, that's a good point. That probably explains it.
That's no excuse. You just didn't care to learn, like you're doing right now. Why am I taking guff from you? Look, I did a search online, but I didn't find anything I didn't already know, and even then, they were just general articles. So, instead, you decided to just look up pictures of hot anime boys? No, I didn't!
Hot anime werewolf boys. Thank you very much. Cole Gray, especially if he'd been around at the time. Really?
Uh-huh. Look, a new ringtone proves nothing. Huh? It's Aaron. Hello?
Hey, Aph, how's it going?
The fact that she's a ringtone called Sexy Anime Boys and then Aaron appears. Fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
It's going good? Is everything okay, Aaron?
Yeah, everything is fine. I just wanted to check up on you since you hadn't responded to my messages or anything.
I haven't? I'm...
An argument with a pet. Anyone who's owned a pet does this, especially cat owners. I will take your word for it. Then again, I'm sure Monet knows because she's the pet expert.
so sorry, Aaron. Things with the date kind of went south.
What am I supposed to know?
Date? Oh, so
Oh, about having arguments with pets. Apparently everyone who has a pet has done this.
Oh yeah, I just had a cat.
Yeah, there we go.
I just intimidated my cat a few minutes ago.
I can also believe that.
Yeah, Josh
Do I hate
says,
it when anime or other cartoon shows don't do time skips? No,
like,
not necessarily. Actually,
like
it's one
what
thing
do you mean by time skips? Like, are we talking about aging them up, or are we talking about going into the future?
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like general normal time skips, and and this scene happens, I don't know, a few hours later or a day later or something, then no, I don't. But and actually, that's one thing that I commended Taming the Bad Boy for not doing. Actually, well, a lot of the time. I mean, sometimes it's okay saying aging them up. Sometimes Taming the Bad Boy would actually go into that, but honestly, some of the episodes just opened up in the exact place they were left off. I now know that's because Emma was rushing to get them out because she thought she didn't upload every day, then people would stop without subscribe from her. But besides that, it actually was a very interesting difference actually to a lot of other things. As far as aging them up goes, I'm not annoyed when I don't see characters age up. That feels kind of strange to me. There's a bit of writing advice that they say: start your story as late as possible and leave as early as possible. That seems fairly ironic coming from a person who's done a show for almost 3 years now, consistently, but in general, that can apply for to episodes or to, again, an entire series, depending on how you look at it. I mean, because sometimes actually leaving what the characters do later, having it be open-ended, actually leaves more room for people to imagine themselves sometimes the answer they got with a better than the show itself could have done. And also, actually might increase the fanfic community as well.
I mean, yeah, but I do kind of like to at least see a bit of the future because I don't know.
I mean, I'm impartial either way. If the show does do it, then that's fine. Go for it. But if it doesn't, then I'm not disappointed. Because if people finish their arcs, we've seen them on their journeys, then I'm satisfied. Anyway, I can see the future. Exactly. All right. We talk about relationships. I'm in high school. In general, marriages, divorce, and other stuff. My school is fortunate enough to have opportunities we do to compare to other people's schools. That sounds like an amazing idea, actually, especially considering that a lot of people, when they write their own love stories and stuff, don't really understand certain principles, like how things get complicated or imperfect, or what consists of a good ship and why. I feel like that would be a great lesson for everyone to take. Speaking of Taming the Bad Boy, ever since the series got deleted, there's been so many gacha series named Taming the Bad Boy. Actually, a lot of those were there before it got deleted. In fact, they were writing off the fact that if you put the same title, especially back then in gacha, if a gacha with the same title as another thing in gacha itself, it will recommend it alongside that video. So actually, having the series already there was actually a good marketing point for other people.
Why would I want to watch another Taming the Bad Boy after I watched Taming the Bad Boy?
Why would anyone want to watch a Hated Child episode after watching another Hated Child episode? It's the same thing over and over again.
You haven't answered the question, though.
Because there is no proper answer. I don't have an answer. I've been wanting that for years in gacha.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, again, if you called the show the same thing and it happened to follow something different, then by all means. But usually by the first 10 seconds, You can tell if a video is going to follow that
Gotcha
course or not.
shows should have asterisk next to original. Because why? Majority of those are not original.
Okay, but I mean, that would just mean that people get used to seeing the asterisk there and think that just meant original. Then they're
Well,
going to watch
some.
you all over again.
Some. Okay, then some. Every time you see something the same title more than 5 times, asterisk.
Okay, I mean, if all gacha tubers operated by the moral code, we wouldn't have gacha heats, but it's a nice idea.
All of gacha Instagram is gacha heat.
Again, I
was
my
actually
point from
looking. I could not find any.
Why would you look in the first place? That sounds horrifying.
I
I
was
hereby
looking- I
repeat
just-
my previous point, but sure.
All I did was type in gacha.
Yeah, this was something that happened before. She showed me the results. But anyway, speaking of the Instagram thing, I hereby repeat what I said previously. Makes sense there as well. But yeah, honestly, I would be interested to backtrack that and see what happens actually, because the same thing with a mini movie when it goes popular. Beauty is Pain, another great example where some people are more willing to give credit for the idea actually at first. I don't know how people have done another Beauty is Pain since then. I have no idea. That's something I could investigate later, another gacha review. But actually, also, fun fact, that's partly why I always put the same titles alongside the videos and then gacha review. It's a marketing tactic, so that if you're searching up one thing, the other thing will appear afterwards and be in the same search term rankings. Actually, it'll be significantly below, but it's more likely to get discovered that way. That's a tactic I found out during the first gacha review when I did in fact do Tame the Bad Boy.
Yeah.
That was a glitch in the gacha that I permeated and then got 700 views from it. So it works. Anyway, which I feel bad for other people's experiences I see and heard online. Okay. I can't remember what that's in reference to, I'm sorry. Oh, right, in relationships, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, people don't know what's healthy unless they, again, probably take a class on it. Or watch some good examples of relationships that address those complications, which is, again, why Season 5 has some of my favorite episodes in it, actually, because they actually go into the nature of that. Anyway. It's sad I never got to any gacha reviews on Untitled by Season 2. That would have been fun. Ah, well, you're in luck, Josh. If you want a reviews of Season 2, I believe that Aiden downloaded the Season 2 reviews, not the Season 2 episodes, sorry, before they got deleted.
I mean,
so,
yeah.
If you happen to have those in the archive, Aiden, you can always fire them up and we can see.
Yeah, I could probably pull them up sometime.
Yeah.
So,
The thing is that Season 2 is going to be very different in tone to Season 1 for Tame the Bad Boy, because that came about significantly afterwards and after the reviews had started. By that point, Emma already have regretted, even months after Tame the Bad Boy got published, she regretted almost everything that was in them. So it was just a case of taking some of the parts and then just she went a bit of a 180 in a way and tried to salvage a lot of the stuff. Also, I saw, she broke up the characters, didn't want to get together, and it's like, come on. But other stuff as well, it was just like, it's like a diet version of Taming the Bad Boy in some regards. So I don't know if it'll be as chaotic as before. Maybe we should find another series, another one. Actually, wait a minute. What am I talking about? I already have one, Criminal Minds. I should do more Criminal Minds
I want to review some Criminal Minds with you, because it sounds fun to review.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, absolutely. I want to watch the first review back in, so I remember what I said the previous time, but, I want to bring
She
back...
had a criminal mind.
Well, yes, that is indeed one of the things that was said. Thank you, Aiton.
And then there's the pregnant fairy. The pregnancy.
Oh, yes. The most great creation to come from that series. I'm totally not biased. Ooh.
Yeah, and Josh, how I got the reviews were because I downloaded them when they came out, because I made a music video of it.
Yeah.
Therefore, I would have them at least archived. Well, they're at least archived to me in MSDM, so I could check those later.
You also used them in my 7 years on YouTube tributes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least you used the second one because I was doing a talking to myself scene, which I've now done many more of, including for you. You should continue to watch Judgment episode 2 through 6.
The reviews, I think he's talking about doing the reviews. Maybe.
I mean, yeah. I don't know why I'm blanking on. I'm blanking on Judgment right now. Oh yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, of course. Actually, no, I did review Judgment. That's why I'm blanking.
Remember
I've got them.
Hanahaki?
I've got them saved. It's just that again, they're on a backup drive. The next review I'm going to come out is actually it's a family thing because we reviewed those recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually.
And we could give It's a Family Thing. It's just desserts finally.
Yeah, that's very true. That sounds ominous, but again, much like I hope Moni is with me, we were harsh but fair and balanced. So yeah.
Oh, it was a date.
No! Sorry, I'm just really off today. It wasn't a date at all, but more so, I don't really know. A lot of werewolves from school were there.
Was he trying to,
Piano?
I don't know.
What?
You idiot!
How do
I
you
mean-
mark someone? Do you just say they're mine? Like, how do you mark someone?
Okay, well, I'm sure there's another way because remember, Aaron marked Aphmau in season 1, and I don't think he.
Right on the
do
center.
Oh,
Again, I'm
wait
pretty
a
sure that.
minute. Actually, the scenting would kind of make sense. Remember how it was mentioned that Aphmau kept saying Aphmau with his jacket, and how she started to smell like him. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I think that's why Ian was trying to hug her like that to pass his scent on to her in the previous episode. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. See, it's good to have someone who knows about werewolves. If only Aphmau would be so lucky.
I know
wait,
lots
it's, you know,
about
several people.
Omegaverse.
Well, okay. Okay,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
something.
She's
Anyway,
gone full evil. Run.
must have a ton of reviews saved. Yeah, I honestly do. The problem with Gacha Review is that it takes so long to edit those videos that I'm barely able to get any of them out, and by that point they're kind of past their sell-by date a lot of the time.
I mean, we could do a very simple gotcha review like the way we did Love Paradise. Not Love Paradise. Crap. I'm blinking. Sunset Paradise. Wrong name. We could start doing those style reviews. Obviously, they wouldn't be as intricate, but we could cover a lot of our topics and general ideas and themes.
Yeah, more Siskel and Ebert style. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I will say I think some people really do appreciate seeing our reaction. So who knows? Maybe from now on I'll try and do something that's a bit more like this. Since people got used to that now. Maybe something where I'm just doing like less edits and angles and stuff and going through every little point actually, and just do that. I'm not sure, or maybe just like
but we have to cut off lots of our extraneous conversations.
Yes, that's true. I mean, yeah, that's actually what that takes up most of my time in gacha reviews is cutting out extraneous conversations like this. This is a perfect example actually. If this were a recorded video, this part would not make it in.
Oh yeah, I actually haven't finished editing those reviews, Josh. So I actually need to get around to editing those rest of those reviews.
He's talking about these ones, by the way, people watching the archives, because I didn't put that on screen yet.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Talking to Aaron! He's like the werewolf expert, isn't he?
Aph? Was
Again, all actual werewolves would be able to help you.
that you?
No, that wasn't me.
Hey, this confirms that people can hear the plush.
Yes.
Wait a minute, so that means that I guess Aaron and Kawaii-chan can hear. Maybe I kind of got that slightly wrong in my theory. It wasn't just Kawaii-chan. Although, actually, considering that Aaron is, again, the son of the head of Lycan Corporations, I'm pretty sure, he's been around animation magic.
Yes, that's why you're going with.
Well, I've got to stick by my theory, haven't I?
Not when it's BS.
Aaron?
Well, okay, yeah. Again, I've dropped quite a few of them. I've dropped the multiverse one because that one got debunked by one visual alone.
Can I ask you something?
Huh? Shoot.
Why can't I seem to find anything online about werewolves?
Huh? Why are you asking?
Well, I had an
Because of society, man! Society! They don't like us, man!
interesting experience over the weekend
Yes.
that dealt with werewolves, and I wanted to learn more about them. But I went to the internet, and I'm not sure what information to trust and what not to trust. It all seems off.
Well, maybe you should have paid attention in werewolf class last year.
Yep, everyone's saying
Yeah, I get it. I regret it now. Can you just tell me about the
Aphmau! Caitlin and Casey are here. Come on, it's time for school.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I gotta go. We'll talk later, okay? Bye!
Wait,
Well, once again, the plot decision was directed by Sylvana, albeit unintentionally.
wanted to ask you if I could talk to you later.
She's already hung up, you idiots. Stop talking.
About your date. Just let it go, Aaron. Let it go.
Sad boy Aaron vibes.
Yeah.
Caitlin and Casey are outside waiting for you.
Breakfast
Gotcha.
tacos.
Heading to school, Mom. See ya!
Oh, you gotta sing happy birthday to Grandma. Oh, you're actually gonna sing happy birthday now.
Ooh.
See, you do get to sing sometimes. Alright, fine. Good luck.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Mija, you look so tired. What happened?
Well,
Full all-nighter.
Yeah.
Were you up all night playing that game again?
Mom, no! I mean, yes! Yes,
What?
I was!
Just say you're researching
I swear.
something for school.
Yeah, what? That would be way better. Why lie about this?
Yeah.
Next time you do.
I mean, maybe saying werewolves would be kind of weird. Like, I'm just researching about werewolves, but it would be at least, I don't know, it's kind of an unnecessary lie. Why do you have to lie here?
It wouldn't even be weird. You're researching about werewolves. She took werewolf class last year. Sylvana's the one who put her in werewolf class last year. She doesn't know
Oh yeah,
that
we
yet, but
actually
still.
say spoilers. We gotta say spoilers out there. I can't wait till it's revealed where Aaron's the Ultima,
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah.
and Aphmau is going to be his Omega that he will impregnate.
And I and as Michael. Anyway.
Do that again. I'm taking it away. Now here, drink this.
Oh, apparently we should make a new Sunset Paradise episode 5 one since the old one got lost. Apparently, did we use the old one?
Yeah, I think one of the reviews got lost.
Oh, okay,
maybe.
Whoops. I mean, it won't be as fresh anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah,
It's again,
I
it's like
kind
redoing
of
one
just want to get the ones that are already recorded out of the way, and then I'll just get those edited officially, and then I'll just put them out.
Yeah, it can be like, you know, the lost review, you know.
It kind of lost relevance at this point, honestly. Like Murder Drones got announced for a season 1, which I don't know. Like, they never actually clarified in the video for Murder Drones with its season 1 if they already started production on a season or like halfway through production.
Yeah.
Or if they're just got a green light for season 1. So I don't know, because they never clarified that, and that was kind of annoying.
Aiden, this is what I was saying before about how reviews take so long and they get past their sell-by dates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, same with Metro season 2, episode 6. I mean,
No, that's way past the
yeah. I tell you what, Aiden? What we need to do is review more stuff that came out a long time ago, because that's already dated, therefore our reviews are already historic.
Yes.
So we should focus a lot more on some stuff from the past, actually, rather than like reviewing stuff just as recent.
I mean, episode 8.
What's this?
Either
It's
way.
coffee. Here, just drink it.
Oh no, you're becoming Luca.
Why?
It will help you get you through your day. Trust me.
Ugh, gross!
It's an acquired taste.
I will never like this. Carter Falcon University. I like this. Give me more.
You know what? I bet Aphmau likes a lot of sugar with her coffee. I bet she's that kind of person who likes a lot of sugar with it.
You know what? That's fair. Yeah. So is my brother, actually.
Yeah. Oh, did you say your brother? Anyways.
Yes. Yes, I said my brother. Okay. I'm gonna talk about my own family. I do that a lot.
Yes. I forgot about him for a minute. Anyways.
Uh-huh.
My senpage.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Tao. Ugh.
I think you're probably worse than Cowlin was with Blake.
Anyway,
Listen,
now
I
that my
can't
mom
help
has
it.
successfully poisoned me, I'll be off to school where I hope my death will be quick and painless.
Oh,
And they say Aphmau's not relatable.
Mija, it wasn't that bad.
Goodbye, Mother! I'm dead!
Farewell, Aphmau. You
Aph-
took coffee. I pity you. Leave, I drink in your honor.
Aphmau, you're not dead yet. Leave that for season 6.
Ooh, you went there.
See, now Moni's not here. I actually make these jokes because I won't spoil her.
Yeah. I used to hate coffee, but since once I started working, I learned to love it. That's interesting, actually. I mean,
exactly what Silvana said, acquired taste.
Yeah, Aphmau said that, coffee was an acquired taste in college, actually. However, I actually know for a fact that I've almost gone through my entire college career without having a coffee once. I've almost done it. I almost proved Aphmau wrong. Then again, I don't like coffee anyway, so I was going to do it regardless, but still.
Sheesh! Drama queen!
Don't even mean sheesh! Anyway, again, things have changed in 5 years.
That meme was not a thing. Even
Exactly.
Even when this was made, actually. When this was made, that wasn't even in existence.
I did just say things have changed in 5 years.
Yes.
At least she doesn't look as tired anymore.
Wait, she didn't take a breakfast taco! What are you doing, Aphmau? Travis is gonna kill you!
Maybe that's meant to be Silvana's breakfast taco.
There's no way she just made tacos for herself and not Aphmau. She's not that cruel. She's only just about not that cruel. Anyway. There's gonna be so many reviews coming this month. Tape Up Season 2, Meta Runner. I don't know all about this month, because this month is up until half the month is focused on the remake of episodes 2 and 3.
Yeah, we're kind of busy with the remake right now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, with Aiden, who knows? Because there could be quite a lot in quick succession.
I mean, maybe with I could probably get a Sunset Paradise out review. Although I did manage to finish episode 3 at Clue, so I'm just waiting on Ghosty to score it. And then as soon as she scores it, that episode can officially come out.
Yeah, I went 18 years not drinking coffee. I mean, I went 10 years actually. I had a coffee like my mom said, "Oh yeah, try this." When I was 10, it's like I had a sip and I was like, "Oh god, no." Oh wait, no, I had another one when I was 16, which is ironic actually because it's the same story with jeans. I wore jeans once when I was 6, didn't like them, then wore them again twice for theater and at 16, still didn't like them. I don't wait for exposure though to kick in. I just say, you know what, this isn't for me, and I'm going to move on.
Wait, what kind of pants do you wear normally?
I wear joggers. Hold on. Again, I'm not PewDiePie. I have legs.
Jacob has legs, and Mona wasn't even here to see his legs.
She couldn't
grab your thighs. No.
She's seen my thighs already.
Yeah, but I've been wearing sweatpants ever since the pandemic hit. That's what I've been mostly wearing. I wore a lot of jeans back, but now I just mostly wear sweatpants, even when I go to school and stuff.
I was doing it before it was cool.
Aha.
Yeah. I used to only like coffee flavored food, but not coffee. But now I realize it heals me. I mean, well, that's how addictions work. But also, I really enjoy coffee ice cream and coffee cake. I've had those again about the same time, and actually, I think that counteracts. There's actually in Spain there's some really good coffee ice cream that comes with like some actual like beans, but not like the beans that's that without preparation, because I'm pretty sure you can't really have those. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that's like, wow, this is actually really interesting. I really like this for dessert. So
and Josh, there were two episodes of Taming the Bad Boy season 2.
Yeah. Yeah, we were in both of them, so
yeah.
We know, we remember.
Anyways, let's keep going.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot to put that first. Oh wait, no, that's not the comments. Yeah, I drink coffee every so often. It's more like a treat, not like a school college survival strategy. That's good. I feel like Luca probably does that as both, but there you go. I'm not addicted. I just need to drink coffee to stop me from destroying the planet. Yeah, that doesn't sound anything like that at all, does it? No, of course not.
More.
Look at Caitlin's bag. I don't like the way the model looks.
So,
it's like brown and blue.
What's up with you, Aphmau?
That's good. Archer's comment reminds me of Cell in a way. The moment he stopped drinking people, suddenly wants to blow up the planet after a week. Anyway.
You seem kind of tired.
Just a long night of studying for a test.
Oh, I see. So how'd you date with that werewolf boy?
See? That was easy! That's all you needed to do, Aphmau! Just say, oh, a night of studying. Perfect. Caitlin was fine with that. Easy.
Go.
Date?
Well, according to the kids at school, that was
See,
like
told
all
you,
the
rumors
talk
spread.
apparently on Friday.
Yeah.
Where did you hear that?
The school is like a school written by Monet. Gossip
Aiden.
spreads like wildfire.
Aiden, now there's been time for it to spread because the weekend's happened.
I overheard it from some kids in the hall.
No, but we're on
you
Monday
hear?
now. We're on Monday, meaning.
Meaning the weekend has happened, like I said.
But how would she hear about it not at school?
Well, because gossip spreads like wildfire. I'm sure they probably
Look at the
have,
flashback! The flashback's at school!
Well, I don't know. I mean, again, if we're on Monday, now the weekend happened beforehand, and also, I know if actually that means that there's a school day after the date with Ian, then that further.
There isn't a school day. I'm saying we're on Monday morning, therefore.
Okay. Okay, well, either way, the date itself must have happened in between these times, which once again proves my point that time has passed.
There isn't a day. It's been a weekend. How would she hear about it at home? I've heard kids at school saying this. You don't hear stuff like that at home.
Aiden, if it only been over the weekend, then why is the flashback in school?
Because it was spread like wildfire on the day he asked her out, which was either on Thursday or Friday.
Okay, well, if it was Thursday, then we have time in between.
Yeah.
Friday, probably not, but either way. I'm going to say Thursday. They talked about it on Friday after it happened. Anyway.
Yeah.
Audra says, call me Perfect Droid. No. Wait, no. Mr. Perfect Droid.
Alright, and then Archroid also says, I will achieve perfection.
Yes, I will achieve perfect. Yeah, actually, wait, that'll be one of the imperfect self forms. I will achieve perfection.
What's the Taming the Bad Boy special video? Asks Josh.
I
don't know.
I don't remember that one actually.
Look, yeah, episode though.
I think the special might have been episode 13 or something. I'm not sure.
Also, there's Emily. There's Emily's OC as a werewolf.
Oh yeah, very true. You know, I'm gonna send a caption to her as soon as it turns up.
Wait, she is a werewolf.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she is indeed. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Hold on, let me just. Okay, you know that's as good an image as I'm gonna get.
Emily's in MyStreet confirmed. First we found William, now we found Emily confirmed.
Exactly. Where are we, Aphmau? Put us in retroactively.
Yeah, where are we, huh?
I'm feeling very left out. Anyway. Right, just gonna. There we go.
Oh wait, Art Droid says something for your imperfect voice.
Oh, okay, hold on. Right, just respond. Just putting that there for Emily. Okay. Right, imperfect. Yeah. Hello, Jacob.
Oh, see me
trick this guy. All right.
That was episode 12. The video has 12 plus.
In the title, episode 13. It's actually, wait. I think yeah, 12 plus is probably the episode. Is probably episode 12. I think that was the special episode because a bunch of people.
Oh yeah,
got invited.
A bunch of her fans were in it, and that
Yes.
but that episode also had a major part of the review obviously cut out because the characters went farther than expected. Oh god. Episode 12.
Yeah, well, yes, but that we didn't cut the part with the OCs out, you know.
Yeah, no, we see the OCs, but we cut out that part. I think it would have been fun if you just blacked out the screen and just heard your audible reactions, like, "Oh God, what is happening?"
Yeah, I'm not sure if I still have the raw file of that or not. I think
that
no.
just would have been fun just to hear your screaming.
I think even censored some of the stuff that was just too much.
No, it was censored, but it wasn't censored enough. Oh,
exactly. God. That's why I'm just like, no, get rid of it entirely. All right.
If it wasn't in the playlist, I think that's just a mistake Jacob made.
Yeah, probably actually.
No way. He must have tricked her into taking pity on him.
Poor Aphmau. She's just too nice.
Weird.
What? Did I hear you two correct?
Yeah.
Hey, there's Balto! Hey!
I think Balto graduated. I don't think that's actually...
No, Balto's a senior.
That's what he was a senior last year. I think it might be thinking of Fenrir.
No, that's Balto.
I really don't think it is. Anyway,
that is Werewolf Boy You Almost Married Aphmau and Diaries. Or Irene Diaries.
That's Fenrir, not Balto.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, the moment I put my headphones on, I hear "hello" in a different voice. I'm like, what am I missing? I did an impression of Imperfect Cell. See, the thing is, Pretty Players, I have a community channel. Well, Aiden and I both have a community channel. Actually, the same one, called the Butter Bunch, where I did a bunch of Dragon Ball videos. I had to stop recently because I've been so busy, which I will go back to eventually. But Artroid originally came from that channel over to here. That's why there's a lot of like Dragon Ball references here, especially DBZA ones. That's why I said I can see the future early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, Joshua, about your comment, yes, Emma went more than just a little bit far with the episode.
Yeah, again, she's aware of it. I think even by the time she was doing episode 1, she was already aware that the stuff was like, God no, please.
We have to go. Bye, Pretty Plays.
Alright, bye. We'll see you again in the future!
Anyways, let's keep going.
Petition Fenrir.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's Fenrir.
She'll
Yeah,
never
that's the one I was
acknowledge
referencing.
someone like him.
I forgot his name.
But just in case,
I do like the
should
fact
aim to
that
disrupt
Aphmau was able to include Fenrir, though. I do like that fact. It's
Wow,
so nice.
she was able to include a werewolf in a series with a werewolf.
No, I mean, like, because, like, Fenrir was part of a big arc during Diaries, technically speaking. Or not a long arc, but a very memorable arc. But I like how she brought him back for this show, because she could have just made him a generic werewolf boy.
I mean, the opposite thing happened with Blaze. He ended up in Diaries afterwards. But I think the only werewolves that I haven't seen in this series so far have been Logan, Yip, and Lowell, who were all either too young or too old to be part of the school. That's probably why. Then again, actually, no, never mind. I was about to say
Logan wouldn't be too young. Wouldn't Logan be de-aged much like Aphmau, Garth, and Zane and stuff?
I don't think he was de-aged enough there. The reason that Aphmau, Garth, and Zane people got de-aged is so that they would match the age of the other characters. Besides that, those from season 2. But I don't really think that's necessarily the case for Logan, because Logan was already older, I think, than Aphmau during season 1. Oh, gotta go. Instant transition noise. Yeah, I can't do that noise, but I'll do the symbol. And yes, it was more 18 plus than 12 plus. It depends. Like with Gacha, 18 plus and 12 plus kind of blend together.
Our meeting this weekend.
Gotcha.
On it.
Why were you eavesdropping on them?
They were talking so loud, how could anyone not?
What?
Oh yeah, that was such a loud conversation, Kaden. Keep telling yourself that.
Either way, I'm not getting involved where werewolf matters. I hear they're very complicated.
More than you know.
Is it true? Are you dating someone?
Huh? No! We were just hanging out.
Oh, good.
Jeez.
Wait, you say making out?
You act more like her brother than mine, Casey.
What?
Also, what's this about you being alpha, Aphmau? Since when were you a werewolf?
Let's not talk about it.
Okay. It's something we should talk about. Casey, why don't you tell her?
Oh, right. Aphmau, I made the soccer team.
Somehow, with 1 day of practice.
1 day of practice!
Oh, if only it worked out that way for me. I mean, what?
That's Casey?
Yeah, and I owe it to you. And Caitlin too, of course, but she's been getting my praise all weekend.
I know. I just like to be thanked in front of others.
Wow, Caitlin.
What
Wow.
Oh. Remind to anyone who does a gay or lesbian gacha series, don't do any inappropriate stuff with the characters.
I mean, I would say that for any series.
Yeah, honestly, that's the same thing for a straight series as well, quite frankly.
Yeah, please no. it just crosses the line in general doing that, especially on YouTube. There are other hubs you could post it on.
I mean, that's a good question. I wonder if anyone actually has posted gotcha videos to any other.
Gotcha hub.
I didn't mean like their own one. I wonder if it's like they've used them in the other places that already exist. I wonder.
Honestly, I'm sure they have. I'm pretty sure that's a thing in other places. I wouldn't.
Oh God.
I think people have used stuff like The Sims and stuff and posted it to those kind of sites as well.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know what? You know what? I want to know if there's any gotcha shows on OnlyFans.
Guess it's got my OnlyFans for my spicy gotcha videos.
You know what? If I ever make an OnlyFans, I'll just like put gotchas on there. It won't be spicy ones. They'll just be like other gotcha videos.
There'll be milquetoast gotcha videos as usual.
It'll be kind of like Patreon exclusive, but OnlyFans exclusive. That would be what I would do in that situation. What's Gotcha Tube? Gotcha Tube is, I think by default the most popular gotcha channel because it's made by the actual creators. And you send them some stuff in, and they actually, if they approve the video, then they will host it themselves and link back to your channel. So it's a way to get your videos shared out there a bit more.
And I mean, yeah.
Don't talk about OnlyFans. Okay, I will say it's not just for that. Then again,
it's like a Patreon with less limiting stuff.
Yeah,
not as limiting stuff.
Yeah, all it means is that the content that is posted on there is behind a payment wall. That's it, really. What everybody
you can honestly post whatever you want on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
like you can post the most milquetoast stuff of you just drinking milk.
Yeah,
that's all. You can just post that.
I think they actually tried to remove.
Oh yeah, no, they tried, and then people were like, "What are you doing, OnlyFans?" Like that's like most of your income right now. They're like, "Okay, we won't do it. Bye."
But yeah, it can be anything, and oftentimes people will actually declare what the stuff is before you watch it because that's kind of.
Well, most of the time. Sometimes some celebrities I've seen have posted misleading wording, like me in the bath, or something like that. Like no joke, and it's just them. As a child in the bath, that has happened.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So clickbait, basically.
Yeah, no, they have clickbaited. No, and they'll charge like $12 just to watch that quote unquote video.
That's worse than YouTube's problem back in the day, actually.
Yeah, no, they make you pay for some stuff, and then people are like, "What the heck? This is not what? Why is it what?"
Yeah. On that subject of clickbait, I want to see more about Aphmau's crush on Kai, please. In the episode titled the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Vlad.
All right. He made the team too. Gareth hasn't let me live it down.
Awesome!
Indicating there was a swing between those things happening, yes.
I'm so glad you guys both made the team.
Yeah, same here.
It's friendly competition for now. Which means we gotta keep training you, Casey.
I mean, so Caitlin, that witchcraft test you got.
Oh,
witchcraft? Yeah. You're taking witchcraft?
Yeah. School messed up my schedule, and now I'm stuck with it till they can get me a spot in the theater class.
But didn't you already take witchcraft last year? Okay, right.
Another witchcraft class.
Man,
I'm sure there are different sects of witchcraft. Maybe how there's chemistry and stuff like that. Chemistry, environmental science and stuff. So maybe there's different parts of witchcraft. Maybe there's elemental witchcraft or something like that. Or transformation witchcraft that specializes in a certain type of witchcraft.
I mean,
yes,
I suppose. I would normally have said that, but then I would have normally separated alchemy from other stuff, and clearly
alchemy. Well, yeah,
and clearly potion is part of the main class because that's they called it.
Well, maybe the main class is a introduction and less of a specialized class. It's just introducing you to the concept of each magic. They'll have a unit on each magic type, but they have specialized electives for each individual magic type or kind of magic. So if you want to specialize in say healing magic, you can.
That's actually one thing I'm trying to do in Alpha Witch Academy right now is show there's different types of magic. That's why they have an entire school dedicated to it. It's not just operating on the martial arts cult belt system that's not accurate to martial arts. Anyway, you could make a Tame Batman Season 1 reboot. Actually, that was already partially in production. We parked that one because, again, we've got a billion other things that we're doing. And actually, Emma herself is working mostly on Minecraft stuff right now. It's just we know what to do with gacha things right now. Which is, again, also why Puppy Love hasn't happened yet on her channel.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I just like kind of will like gather whatever scenes I can and just do the rest of the scenes and just put it on your channel or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, the thing is that if I do that, then her contribution will have been null and void. There'll be no point putting it on hers.
Yeah, I don't know, because like I just feel like we need to do something about that, or at least get episode 2 out or something.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it was a nice idea, except for the fact that she hasn't contributed to that barely at all in about 3 years. So yeah, not really sure. But yeah, who knows? I mean, if she wants to do gacha at all anymore, I've got to follow up on that because last time she said she didn't really know. Either way, check out Nightfall when that comes out because we're in that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll see about that, but that's also a reason. So I don't really know. And actually, if she stops doing gacha or doesn't want to do gacha anymore, then having a Tame the Bad Boy reboot actually probably will happen on one of our channels. Actually, you know what? So at some point we should talk to her about this. I mean, I had plans to watch Pokemon Bridged after this, by the way. So you're welcome to stay for that. But yeah, who knows? Another day, I would be up for that, having that discussion.
Lucinda had a lunch switch like 2 times already.
Lucinda.
Are you guys still fighting?
Yes, she's my rival. I'm always fighting with her.
Rival?
Yeah, we go way back. Always friendly, of course, but still, this time it's different.
I'm surprised that Nicole isn't around much around Caitlyn in this part. I wonder if they became much closer later.
She's been so into
Oh wait, no, they were already friends by this point. Because Caitlyn wanted to invite Nicole to the summer party. I don't know.
It's gross.
Oh, right.
Hold on. Do I think 3 seasons is enough for a gacha series? Honestly, 3 seasons is more than enough for a gacha series. Just in general, because most of them don't tend to last more than 1 season, if not possibly 2. So yeah, I will say that as for our gacha series, we both have more plans than just having 3 seasons, but in general, yeah, go for whatever seems right. However long the story you think you have right now, then keep to that right now, and then if you think about more stuff later, like I did, then by all means continue it.
Yeah, they get a little too comfortable with each other.
Right? But to be honest, they are kind of cute when they aren't slobbering all over each other.
Oh yeah, so cute. Lucinda, I'm slobbering over you.
They are! He's so sweet with her!
Isn't Ivan so sweet with her? Yeah.
Kind of such a cute couple.
Oh, really? What do you like about them?
Well, let's
Yeah, Aphmau, what do you like about Ivan and Lucinda?
see.
And I guess we'll never know. There's Jeff again.
We love Jeff here. Oh my god.
We do. Speaking of Jeff, I finally saw 22 Jump Street over the weekend, and I recognized, like, you know, I finally saw the scene with the meme where My Name is Jeff came from.
Oh, did you respond to Josh about the 3 seasons thing?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Ian.
Don't look at me, Aphmau! I'm not worthy of it! Ugh.
Don't look at me, human.
That guy is such a loser.
Right?
I still don't get it. But that's why today I'm going to ask around about everything.
What's up for
I've learned
Instagram,
about
Aphmau?
I feel like the search for Omega would have turned up with at least the Greek letter Omega, which is the last in the Greek alphabet, and the first
Or even worse, the Omegaverse would come up and Aphmau would have to read that.
Okay, yes.
Omegaverse. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Oh, I probably should clear my browser history about this later. Ooh.
Yes. I will say it's very interesting actually because Alpha would have come first in the Greek alphabet, Omega comes last, and yet the term for last is Ultimo or Ultima. So I don't know. It's very strange how that all worked out.
Stuff no matter what. Then
the one that's called the last werewolf is technically the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get why Ian is avoiding me.
You can't avoid her forever, though. She is Alpha, after all.
So, I've been meaning to ask you, what's the notepad for?
Oh, this? It's for taking notes on werewolves and stuff.
Werewolves?
Yeah.
This is just the plot of Phoenix Drop Days, but in reverse, that episode where Aphmau is the one who's teaching Hunter about this stuff.
I mean, she didn't. To be fair, she didn't really teach him about werewolves. She more or less just gave him her phone to look up werewolves.
I see, yeah. But then again, he had more success than she did in one fell swoop.
Well,
okay.
Also, Hunter was more focused than Aphmau because he had a mission to complete for his goal.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes, that goal didn't change last minute at all.
Yeah, you know, his one and only love, Annabelle, of course.
You mean Isabel totally is her name now. I don't know what her name is because she matters.
Wait, what?
Quote unquote. I'm making a joke about how she doesn't matter.
Okay.
By messing up her name on purpose.
Okay, sure. All right then.
I'm not funny, shush. I did it. I did a funny.
Aiden, it was her thing to not say his name, remember?
Yeah.
About them.
Hey, you!
But I'm kind of afraid to.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, try explaining then.
Are you sure? I don't want it to sound weird.
Aphmau, we've been eating lunch together for a month now. I think I've heard you say weirder things.
Wait.
Oh, yeah? Like
I remembered this line. You know why? Because I'm pretty sure I actually made a reference about that. And I made a reference and a joke about that in Running With You.
Oh, okay.
Remember when Brad was like, "Oh yeah, I've heard you say much. You know, you've had weirder." No wait. Jackson was like to Brad, "You have had much weirder ideas." And then we just had.
Oh, I see.
That cutaway.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Also, that line works in stark contrast to his line when these two actually do go on a date about Aphmau being immature. It's kind of interesting. So, like, in Friends, he embraces weirdness, but in a date itself, not so much.
I mean, maybe, well, I guess in a partner, he looks for maturity, and that's what he wants in a partner.
I mean, to be fair, there's like a 50-50 chance he would have got that with Caitlyn, and 50-50 he wouldn't. It depends.
Well, I would say...
It depends what mood Caitlyn's in.
I mean, Caitlyn could be pretty mature compared to Aphmau.
I mean, yeah, but honestly, sometimes... I guess that's because she denies the parts of herself that are less mature. Remember her reaction with Akon when she finally let loose? Not to mention also the poster.
Yeah. Although, I will say, I didn't really think the jokes about the poster, like her liking One Direction, were that funny.
I think One Direction has passed their moment in pop culture, and that's
I don't know. I just thought like the whole joke hinged on the idea of, oh, you wouldn't expect Caitlyn to like this. It's kind of like the Zayn and Pony joke.
Well, you wouldn't expect Caitlyn to like One Direction.
I mean, I guess, but I don't really find those jokes funny at the end of the day. I just find it as, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't necessarily find funny because, I mean, I guess I could be into some stuff that you may not think I would be interested in, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know, I don't really find that too funny. It's just like a character has a bit of a different interest than you would expect. Yeah, I don't know, like, I just don't think it's like a knee buster the way it gets framed sometimes. Like, she likes One Direction, isn't that funny?
Yeah,
she like,
I think I think the real like knee buster, whatever you want to call it, there would be basically the fact that Caitlyn is the tsundere type, and that's why anything that shows like a sensitive side to herself is therefore a threat to her character, and that's why it's kind of like, you know, like Doug Walker's principle of like comedy being based on misery. In that case, Kenny's the one that is suffering, therefore funny. I think that's really what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but she can't.
You like something girly, and you're a girl. You know.
She definitely became less of a tsundere over time, like, which is weird. Moni mentioned about them all being similar to dating sim characters, and in that regard, some of them are.
Yeah.
Like, Kawaii-chan is the yandere, obsessive kind of girl.
Yep,
Caitlyn is the tsundere. Gareth, well, originally was a shy boy, and now but in MyStreet, he's just the giant dumb himbo.
Yeah.
Lawrence is the smooth, pretty boy. Dante is the girl-obsessed guy.
Travis is also girl-obsessed guy.
Yeah, but he's also dumb, so, you know. Dumber?
Well, I mean, no, but I mean, Dante and Travis kind of like go in between each other. They both have their dumber moments than each other, and they're smart. It's weird. They complement each other in a way.
I mean,
I think I know what happened there. Because Dante got left behind for the 15 years, they suddenly aged him. You know, he ended up having kids and everything. He settled down, and Aphmau needed another boy to have his similar ways, and thus Travis. So then with him kind of like put him in the series, they kind of like went between each other.
Honestly, if I were Aphmau in that regard, like, I like Travis and Dante, but I would have just probably picked either Dante or Travis and just kept one in the series. But realistically speaking, from a character standpoint.
Isn't that kind of what happens in a way? I mean, where's Dante now? And Travis, the show! It's based, she followed that advice, technically.
Yeah. Although, I don't know, they are very similar to a dating sim, or at least originally, and then as time went on, they got way less from that, and the characters came to their own, which I kind of prefer that because of later seasons, just because later seasons actually give them, I guess, deeper characterization and more interesting characterization, because a lot of Season 1 was very surface level with their characters, versus, say, something like, even Season 2 to a degree. Season 2 to a degree started adding a bit more nuance to the characters, and then Season 3 added a lot of more nuance, and then, like, Season 4, obviously, you know, like, as time went on, they just kept adding more nuance and more development to them.
See, honestly, that's every show, if you think about it, because Season 1's always the experimental season. You're trying to figure out what's going on there with people.
Yeah. Also, Josh says, hey, so, hey, Josh.
I'm guessing that he couldn't type for a while. I don't know. There's like a big minute gap between the last two comments. I think it was just testing to see if it works. It works now, by the way.
Do you realize that you see your nose all the time?
This is the portion. Yeah, now I see the Jackson and Brad similarity.
Yeah, also, Josh.
Do I think Season 5 is weak? No, God, no. Again, it has some of my favorite episodes of all time.
I like Season 5 a lot. It's not my favorite season, because, I don't know, it's not my favorite season, but it is a really good season. I will say, I do think this...
Take everything bad from Season 2 and throw it in the garbage, and you get Season 5.
Yeah, Season 5 is Season 2 done right, because, like, Season 2 is done terribly, because, like, there were some good moments in Season 2. Like, I quite like Aaron in that season, because that's actually what made me like, one of the seasons that made me like Aaron as character beyond Phoenix Drop High, because I didn't like him in Season 1 of MyStreet. I thought he was very weak in Season 1 of MyStreet. We didn't see enough of him. His development was very weird.
But he's so mysterious.
He was so quiet. Like, I didn't like the voice direction in general that Jason was putting into him character. Like, he went out of the way to go extra gruff with his voice. Like, just Season 1, Aaron was terrible. In my opinion, at least. You know.
Like, I know about terrible, but could have been better.
Okay, could have been better, but, like, he just really wasn't. He wasn't a compelling love interest, though. Like, we didn't see enough of him, you know, and that's my biggest pet peeve of Season 1. We didn't see enough Aaron to be like, oh my gosh, Aphmau and Aaron, my ship. You know.
Do you think that's the problem with Diaries as well?
Yeah, that is a problem with Diaries as well. It's just like we don't see enough of Aphmau together to go, oh my gosh, my ship, because like we see little spurts of it and we get little hints, but we don't get enough to say, hey, they were romantically good for each other and we would like to see them together, because that's just kind of weak. It kind of goes like show, don't tell.
Yeah,
I was. You know.
I think I remember in Diaries at least Aphmau and Aaron got together quickly, relatively speaking, because that was like what Aphmau, real life Aphmau referred to as an adult relationship, And I think we know which part she was referring to there as far as adult relationships go. And yeah, those things can happen rather sporadically sometimes, depending on the person.
I mean,
but so I think
honestly, it kind of reminds me about Buffy in a way. You know
Yeah,
how Angel and Buffy were kind of a more adult, more mature relationship, or at least how it kind.
I mean,
well, kind of how it later in the relationship, it kind of got mature at times.
I mean, I will say Buffy is a good comparison there as far as that stuff goes, but I think there's another example that's coming up soon that you'll find that's far more suited to that, and
God,
you'll see what it is.
Like, I'm on season 5 right now, and I do generally okay. Also, I have a hot take about season 4 and stuff. Like, I don't think Riley's that bad. Because I heard some takes about Riley, and they're like, oh, Riley's so boring. It's just like, not really.
Oh, I like Riley.
Yeah, I like Riley. I mean, but like, the person was like, it's not this big sweeping romance like Buffy or her future romance with the other characters. Just like, so it may not be like this big dramatic love story, but I don't want that.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I've got a bit of a hot tape actually. Hot tape.
I got some hot tape. Yes.
Yes, I took some tape, put it on the kettle, and just left it there. No. Yeah. Okay. So my hot take is that what you're describing right now is sort of similar to how Percy Jackson and Rachel Elizabeth Dare actually interacted at first, because again, minor like spoiler for the books. There's like a little bit of a shipping war that goes on towards the end between Percy
the Queen has returned.
Indeed, she has. In between Percy and Annabeth, as one would expect, obviously, because lead male, lead female, can't go without that. And also Percy and Rachel, who appears in the third book and then sort of gets more relevance later on. And Rachel is just a regular mortal who happens to see through the mist and therefore see monsters and everything. So actually, she becomes sort of Percy's window back into normality. I feel like that's actually somewhat underappreciated, because sometimes when you have a character that's like, especially one that's going through a prophecy or something that has all this pressure on them, sometimes what you want in a relationship is someone who alleviates all of that and gives you a sense of what normality actually can be. So actually, to be honest, had Percy and Rachel gone together at the end, or had they gone the full way actually, I would not have minded.
Yeah, I don't
honestly,
know.
I think they're good together. I kind of ship them.
Keep in mind, I do know that Riley and Buffy obviously end, but honestly, I kind of would prefer if they stayed together, because it would give Buffy a sense of normalcy and stuff in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Like, and actually, like, rather than having a dramatic love with a supernatural creature, because because I have a feeling like the second one's a supernatural creature. And I kind of think I know who he is, because I think I've seen it, but.
I mean, didn't you no Monet, not Buffy.
Buffy.
And but honestly, I mean, depending on how much you've seen so far about Riley in season 4, I mean, supernatural creature.
I mean, I watched all of season 4 of Riley, and I thought he was a solid character.
Okay, well, I'm saying that he could technically count as a bit of a supernatural creature, depending.
I guess because of the enhancing drugs, but. I mean, at the point I am at season 5, they removed all the drugs out of his system, so now he's just a normal human.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure season 5 is the season they break up, so, I'm not looking forward to that. Buffy Monet!
Yeah. She thought we was talking about Buffy the whole time. No, we've gone from one thing to another. We've gone from Buffy to Percy Jackson to more Aphmau stuff.
Yeah, okay, so let's read over the chat a bit. Yeah.
Why is there nothing in the description about on the stream? Because I don't always update the description on the stream. Sometimes I think of something funny in the moment to say, or something like, oh, Aiden's gonna love this, that kind of thing, but not really.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were discussing what was on screen.
Seasons.
What top favorite season? Oh, right. Sorry, of MyStreet this is, not of Buffy. Okay. Top 3 favorite seasons. Let me think. Let me see. So, in descending order, my top favorites would be 3, 5, 1.
Mine would probably be
5, 6, and 4.
Okay. Just
I mean, to be fair, those could be kind of be jumbled around a lot. I would say 4 is just slightly better. Like I like season 5, but there's some elements of season 5 I don't care for. Like I thought the finale was kind of weak. I'm gonna be honest. I thought the finale for season 5 was kind of
I don't know about that.
Bit of work. Like I don't know. Season 5 kind of towards the end kind of just felt like it started dragging its feet.
I mean, there is one regret that I have about the season 5 finale, but I will obviously get to that later on. You know.
Yeah. Anyways, Monet, season 5. Let's watch it right now. No, I'm kidding.
Let's skip to the finale. Get you confused. No.
But your brain just chooses to ignore it.
Actually, wait.
I plan on skipping all the way to the end and watch the last episode of the show. It's the best.
Wait, hang on, Monet. Actually, that's we'll give you the same question. Out of what you've seen so far of the series, so up to season 4, Phoenix Drop High, etc., what are your favorites? Oh, by the way, I wasn't counting.
I have none.
Okay. If we, by the way, if we kind of Phoenix Drop High, actually, I'd probably say something like, I'd probably say something like, 3, Phoenix Drop High, probably 1 and 2 together, and then 5. You know.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the only objectively bad season of MyStreet for me at least would be technically 2.
Falcon.
Season.
Oh, okay.
No. Falcon Claw University is just middle of the road. Season 1 is just middle of the road for me. It's not stellar, but it's not hot trash. It's just flawed first season, and the rest of seasons range from good to amazing. And why I put season 6 so low is just because I love season 6, but I also love season 5 a bit more, and I love season 4 a lot more. Because I just feel like the story in season 6 at times got kind of convoluted and had quite a few flaws in season 6. So yeah, that's why I
think there was a lot that Michael was supposed to explore about the stuff that Michael said particularly that we just didn't get to later on because it was we didn't get the 7th season.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's the thing. I mean, everyone gets caught up in the high production value of the season itself, but honestly, we were there analyzing the story from the very beginning. We knew what we were after.
Yeah, and let's keep going with this.
I've been thinking about getting one of those anime body pillows.
For what?
I don't know. I think it would be
You never ask a person what they have a body pillow for.
hilarious to have.
Oh wait, look in the background.
What?
The girl in your hair.
Oh, great, yeah. I remember. Oh my goodness, yes. Every time. I understand season 2 and season 4 being low because those have flaws too. Well, all seasons have flaws, all of them. It's just that those ones have the most pronounced.
Wait, when did I say season 4 was flawed?
I think it was more like you preferred the other ones to it. That's what he was saying there.
No, I put season 4 is my top one.
Okay, maybe that was more for me then.
What?
Yeah.
Do you get hairballs?
Well, sounds like you just did.
So I take that as a yes?
Aphmau, don't steal my jokes. How dare you?
Hey!
Hey, anime body pillows are cool.
I read that as like abridged Ash Ketchum. Anime body pillows are so not good.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. It's just we've only been friends for a month and you've spilled your guts out to me, so whatever you have to say couldn't be as bad as wanting an anime body pillow.
What?
Fine. It's just werewolf culture. It's so different. Not that it's a bad thing, but I don't feel like I have any right to ask questions about it or even participate in it.
Yeah, that's not how that works. That's not how culture works.
I was
gonna say, actually, you know what, Monet, as a teacher culture, actually, you taught us something about culture before. Actually,
how dare you want to learn about something?
Can you imagine?
How dare you seek out knowledge and understanding?
Can you imagine if Monet students were like that? It's like, oh, this is my lesson on culture, everyone. Like, one of them raised their hands, like, put your hand down right now. You don't get to ask a question.
No asking
Bat.
questions. No wondering about anything. You don't get to learn this. This knowledge is very specific.
Yeah, PSA, if you have questions about culture, ask, because culture is fascinating, I assure you.
Yeah.
So not interested in it originally, and to be honest, because of that, I feel bad I'm even a part of it at all. I feel like I'm trying to be a part of something that I was never meant to be a part of.
Aphmau.
I mean, you're already a part of it.
One of my werewolf friends is hurt, and I don't know how to approach him.
Hey, Aphmau, let me tell you something. Learning about other people is a wonderful thing.
It certainly is, Kai. I agree with you. In fact, we just went over that. By the way, so this shot's panning gradually upwards a little bit, I can tell. But mostly because of that sign. Because before, like, it just said food, like F-U-U-D, like food.
It is?
Yes. In fact, I wish more people were like that. It makes it easier for everyone to understand each other.
I mean, it would make more sense to have werewolf classes that weren't just for werewolves, and also Aphmau and Aaron. And yes, Josh, we said before I should do more Criminal Minds reviews, actually, because that's the current crazy series, actually. And that one, because of course, as a second longest gacha series of all time, is the gift that keeps on giving, really, more so than Bad Boy. So, and actually, it's more problematic, I think, the same with the Bad Boy. So there's a lot more to dig into. So actually, definitely at some point, I'll
remember Hanahaki? Yo, I was so confused.
That's Judgment. That's not Criminal Minds.
Oh,
yeah.
Judgment. Oh, wrong thing. But with
Judgment is just weird.
Yeah, but with Judgment, I was still confused. But when watching it, because like Hanahaki was a thing, and I was like, oh wait, what is Hana? Why are they spitting up flowers? Like it wasn't explained in an episode. And then when I watched the review, it's like Hanahaki. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
that wasn't explained in episode properly.
The thing that I asked Blackjack about in one of the reviews, I don't know if this is out yet or not, but at one time I asked her, if Hanahaki is transmitted through unrequited love, if that's how you contract it in the first place, then how is there a pandemic about it? Because unrequited love is already universal, so it would already been, the numbers would have been steady to begin with. If not, also is it like it only acts with unrequited love and people just like can be carriers of it or something? Like you can be asymptomatic to it? Was that how it's supposed to work? There was no answer to that, and I don't think Blackjack herself has any answers because answers
answers are confusing.
Yeah. See. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, here's Blackjack, and over there is answers. Anyway. Speaking of Blackjack, it's gonna make episode 7 of Judgment. Actually, yes. So. In fact, she finally bit the bullet and actually decided to use Gacha Club for the rest of it because, well, under my recommendation, certainly, because she didn't realize at first why people updated Gacha Club in the first place. So now we're gonna get another multi-game engine series, which I'm always in favor of course.
I feel like I don't belong.
Don't let that stop you. Look around. Everyone is a part of this world, and it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. We should all strive to get to know each other in some way, shape, or form. So, even if you weren't interested at first, you are now, and knowing is half the battle.
Okay, he ruined it at the end, but I feel like that was a really potent speech, actually. Maybe Kai's
also, Josh asked it.
Maybe Kai's not so bad after all. But yeah, multi-game...
Oh, no, he's still bad. He's still bad. Listen,
I said not so bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, there's a difference. Anyway, yeah, multi-game engine would actually be, yeah, it's just, well, because Gacha Life and Gacha Club are different things. That's why I kind of went game engine. I think they may have the same. I think I misspoke there. Multi-game platform, I think, because you know, that's what the difference is. I think they were probably made from the same game.
Yes, you did misspoke.
Wow, that's ironic. You did misspoke. Thank you for thank you for that stellar demonstration of double pass.
I be really smart. I am smart, chub.
Yes, you be very smart, chubs. Me, caveman.
That a quote?
Look, I had a great heartfelt moment going and I didn't know how to end it. But you get what I'm saying, right? Besides, no one can blame you for trying. And if you make the world a better place because of it, well, that's all that matters to me.
Can you imagine if that was what Aphmau was attempting to do? Was like she found the Omegaverse and was like, I can make this more accessible to people. Everyone, MyStreet.
Oh
Thanks, Kai.
god, this is horrifying.
Well,
honestly,
see you later.
The effort's appreciated because I'm not touching the Megaverse until I read Monet's fanfics. Anyway.
Raph.
Yay.
Kai? Wow, I didn't realize how cool Kai was.
Really? After a month, you didn't realize how cool Kai was? Are you serious?
Let's watch one. Let's read one later.
Okay. If you're sure. If you think we're ready. If we're ready in that step of our relationship to read your cringy fanfics. That's like the ultimate like milestone in a relationship, like reading those fanfics. Anyway, I got a yee in the private chat, so I'm guessing that's the go symbol. Perfect. Okay. I will remind you, we did say we were gonna watch Pokemon Bridged after this, so I'm, don't get too excited. Also, speaking of stuff that's taking a while to get to, we're now, I think, 2/3 of the episode, and we've now got Aphmau's crush on Kai strengthening. So
yeah. Also, Josh, we never said we didn't like the Music Freaks. I said I had a problem with I had some flaws with it. That is not equivalent.
Me hating something, trust me. If I didn't like something, I'd tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't like certain episodes, but yeah, no. My whole I just don't like episode 5. Episode 5 just sucks. It's just too cliche drama. And I don't like cliche drama. Over a miscommunication that could be resolved by a 5-minute conversation.
Or even a 10-second conversation, depending. I don't know. I've seen the episode.
A 10-second. Yeah, anything would have resolved that conflict. Also, Stacy should get her butt. Stacy should be yelled at for kissing someone non-consensually.
Okay, keep talking about you Music Freaks. I've got something stuck in my teeth. I'll be back.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's just my problem with the episode. I don't like the trope. I don't like the way that was executed. Although we do need to review more of that. So that is something we do generally need to review the rest of. Anyways, silence is the... Oh no, Monet's gone
and I'm just here alone. Yes. Look at Aphmau. She exists.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I was having a really riveted conversation.
Oh, okay. I mean, as far as the Music Freaks go for me, it's like I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't mind it as a series. I mean, from what I've seen so far, which again, it's only the first 2 episodes, because that's all I've reviewed. It's okay. I mean, again, it's got major problems people that don't talk about enough, and therefore, that means by default is overrated as a series, and I'm going to address it as such. But honestly, there's nothing that fundamentally bad so far about it. Again,
I feel like with the Music Freaks, though, one thing that I am a little bit and what I don't really care for is the fact that she started episode 5. She switched to full-on animation rather than partial animation with Gacha Club.
Okay.
Because I feel like that majorly slowed down episode rates coming out rather than because I feel like Gacha Club would have been good for the way she was editing it with the amount of pose changes and mouth changes she was doing and stuff. Like if she used actual Gacha Club, episodes would have came out a lot faster and been more effective if she animated the most emotional scenes and the most meaningful moments versus doing full-on animation and stuff.
She actually did a remake of one of the episodes in Gacha Club, which was a scene of it anyway.
Yeah.
And honestly, didn't look bad at all. Yeah. Also, Money says it's mid. So apparently, yeah. Well, basically, overall, Music Freaks is mid.
I mean, I like
a solid average, a solid C+. There we go. And now it comes full circle. And yes, there's about God Studios to review on this channel. Yes.
Yes.
Another reason why
the Music Freaks is quite I watched it's like it's an okay story.
I mean, it's a basic slice of
Good
life
animation,
story.
great
Oh,
animation, nice animation, but story based. So
yeah, the animation. Honestly, I feel like visuals kind of elevate it for a lot of people, and elevate a
I feel like
very bare bones story.
People watch music for two reasons. One, they're young and need simple stories, or they have simple interests, or it's very accessible because the story is very widely framed. And two, it's for the animation.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I watched episode 8. I mean, I thought it was good, but at the same, I mean, I guess,
Okay.
I mean, the Music Freaks hasn't made me want to cry or anything, so it hasn't made me feel that bad.
Well, the music got people will cry, so take that.
Yeah, that was only in 3 episodes. Episode 8.
Yeah, through her eyes. And also episode 12 now of season 2.
He's right. I shouldn't have been dismissing class just because I couldn't get it. I feel like a big jerk now.
It's interesting because remember that I keep on raving about that one scene between Aphmau and Sasha that's way better than it has any right to be. That in that one where she says to Sasha, you should, if something isn't challenging, just challenge yourself. Well, in this instance, maybe Aphmau should have risen to that challenge beforehand. There's something interesting about that.
I mean, yeah.
She did the opposite.
But I can always learn from my mistakes. And I'm going to do just that.
I love that. There was a werewolf right beside her and she didn't ask a single question.
Well, I think that's just around with the body acting in script.
Okay, yes, that's true. But it is very strange to place a werewolf there. Like, they must have known. Anyway.
I like this background music.
Okay, so she's finally asking werewolves. That's a good start. So that's why Maria's always after me.
The Omega. The Omega is the lowest rank in the werewolf pack. Often dismissed and separated from his peers. If he approaches the Alpha, or tries to be...
Oh, by the way, Mona gives a question in private chat. Why you think of Music Freaks fandom? I guess that's
I guess you mean what?
Yeah, probably.
It's fine. I mean, maybe the fandom's overly positive, but I could say that a lot about the Aphmau fandom too. So I feel like most fandom's overly positive, which I, as the Debbie Downer, am not overly positive.
I wouldn't say that. I think you are, in comparison to other people in fandoms, quite positive. Sometimes you're very passionate in negativity, but overall. But also, I haven't really got much experience with Music Freaks fandom. The only people in the music fandom I've ever talked to really have been, or that I've referenced and discussed in great detail, were the people that were in the review. So, Aiden and Emma, because BB actually just isn't into gacha at all. So again, no really Music Freaks fandom.
Yeah, even though I think we got her to simp for a gacha character, or didn't we get her to simp for like Sonya? Didn't she compliment Sonya?
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's I don't know if a compliment counts as simpage, but I will recheck that footage at some point if I remember to.
Anyways,
Well, Musical Season 3 episodes come out like once a month, like they did with Season 2.
They did not come out monthly in Season 2 at all.
No, you're thinking of Season 1, and also I've stopped doing that because
no,
Season 2
too much stress and pressure.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what I do intend for them to come out faster than Season 2 did actually. That's definite, absolutely. But as for overall, I mean, I don't know. It's because
ideally, Season 3 and stuff like the movie will come out at a better pace than Season 2 did.
Yeah, because we're changing our method of production. That's why.
Yeah.
So it should come out better or faster at least.
I Symphosonia apparently. I Symphosonia. I Symphosonia.
No,
I'm
Symphosonia.
I'm Brian. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Come, Alpha. He's automatically resented. Wow. So, why is Ian...
Gee, why is Ian automatically resented? Could it be the thing to do with the thing that I just said was automatically resented? I don't know. Were you okay with the episode a month thing? If I was okay with the episode a month thing, I wouldn't have changed it. At first, the answer is at first yes, but as my mental health so declined, I decided no.
Yeah, no. Bad idea.
Honestly, so far the production musicals have been too fast for me or too slow for me. It's either too fast because I'm constantly rushing to get stuff out, that's why season 1 has so many glitches and flaws in it, or too slow because the voice actors take forever to send stuff in, the editors also take forever again, and I never streamlined that process. So it depends.
You may want to check on some of the editors later.
I need a balance. I need to like send out for voice actors for the movie. Honestly, the editors for remakes so far have been doing pretty well. William can give me progress updates himself, and Quasi has already done her scene, so now she's doing the thumbnail.
Oh, really?
So everyone, awesome. Yeah, so everyone's really doing their stuff, honestly. It's mostly just me now that needs to do honestly, a big bulk of episode 3. Anyway.
I mean, I could do that scene. I could do that part of the scene for you.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you actually film some of the characters, actually, we said we're going to do like, the green screen stuff. If you do that, then that would actually help me quite a lot. I've done Empress and Geneva already, and I'm doing Silas currently. So
I could do maybe like Morena next.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. And then I will do Reyna to save everyone else the trouble.
I don't mind Reyna.
I know you don't. I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
Oh, Ada make a Fortnite's wiki page. There is one. There is a Fortnite's wiki
page, we just haven't updated in a while.
Yeah, I haven't updated the wiki in general.
We need to update the wiki. You know, we just need to spend a day updating the wiki.
The Fortnite's wiki. Yeah, actually, to be fair, that's a good point. We should make that public knowledge, actually, because before we made the website and it's like, oh yeah, it's over here.
Wait.
People can find the connections. But that was before the Butterverse was declared as a thing. So now
what if we link the wiki? What if we link the wiki at the end of not the end of each video, but in each description, like add a link section, like for more information on the series, go here.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, why not? I could do it for reviews too, honestly.
Yeah. So
yeah, anything Butterverse related, actually, if anyone wants to contribute to the fandom page itself, Josh, you yourself actually can do that, because fandom actually, as long as you have an account with that site, you can make edits to things. So, go nuts, basically. Well, don't go nuts, obviously.
Don't go nuts.
Yeah, I rectified my statement. No, don't go nuts, but keep it canon. That took him a second. He was like,
I found out what being the Omega means.
Finally.
So you really didn't know?
I told you, I'm human. I'm sorry if I made life harder for you by being around you.
Even though you asked to be around me, that makes no sense. But go on.
That wasn't my intent. I honestly just wanted to be your friend.
I do too.
Which is why I let all the other werewolves know to leave you alone.
Huh?
I spoke with the club before coming here to talk to you. I don't have any intent on making you alpha. Not unless you prove yourself, of course. And they
Well, there we go. That's his opening.
Seem to be okay with that.
Do you even know why they don't like me?
Because you're the new transfer student from the Western Wolf Tribe, right?
Yeah. You actually asked about that?
Yeah, I did. And I don't think they should see you differently, but...
I wonder, the Western Wolf Tribe, I wonder what part of Ruan that was set, actually, because depending on which wolf tribe he's from, that's a vastly different thing. You know, considering how Diaries works. Who knows?
Diaries confusing.
maybe that's the reason we don't see Logan, Lowell, or Yip, because they were all Western werewolves. Maybe. I'm not sure.
I realized something else. When I was mentoring you on the first day, I treated you very poorly. The others picked up on that and started to make things worse.
Wait, is that what happened? Is that really why that was... I mean, I know that Aphmau treated him poorly, but still.
It's bad enough that you had issues at the beginning of school, but I just added to it. And I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You're human after all.
Don't say it in that voice, Ian!
Okay, I think that's a dull meme now. We've watched this again, so we know his real intention there, but also him saying you're human after all in that kind of joking manner is him finally acknowledging the fact that he believes Aphmau that she's not a werewolf. So it serves two purposes depending on which viewing you're on, which again is something that I love in stories.
Accepted.
Thanks. So, can we start over? As equals?
You know, I'll still be the Omega. Nothing's going to change that.
I understand.
Oh my gosh, Jacob.
Anyway, question. Do you support Pride Month?
I don't know about that, you know? I mean,
yeah. I mean, what possibly could give you an indication that I support Pride Month? Maybe the fact that I have hashtag Pride Month in one of my gacha videos that came out during Pride Month. Or maybe the fact that, as you point out yourself, most of my close friends are in the LGBT plus community. I wonder if I support Pride Month. It's a true mystery.
You clearly don't, obviously. Gosh. Jacob, you're saying...
I mean, it's like Kai said, everyone is a part of this world. And if we all learn from each other, the better things are. So actually, Pride Month is a good way to do that.
I want to be friends.
I'm fine with that. Friends.
Awesome! Now, I have so many questions to ask you about werewolf stuff. Would you mind if I did? Especially about the Western werewolves.
Sure, but only if you answer my questions about humans.
Deal. But first...
Oh, Ian has questions about humans. Fair enough.
Did you know that you can always see your nose, but your mind just chooses to ignore it?
Is that really what humans have on their minds?
Yes!
Well, I mean, technically, by scientific definition, yes. But yeah, that is very true. But also, you're all Minecraft, you should have noses.
Hey, it's a legit thought. But I was thinking, is it the same for you when you transform? Or do you not see your nose?
I guess. Huh. I never really thought about that.
I mean, we never really see anyone else transform except for one of them, eventually, so who knows? Okay. Oh. Gosh, blushes, yeah. It's like, I wonder. Okay. So, that was Aphmau's crush on Kai. I mean, apparently. Honestly, it was mostly about the Omega and how her learning about werewolves. Kai just kind of came in towards, like, the 2/3 mark. I mean...
Yeah, well, it's like you said, Jacob. It was a different time. You had to do whatever you had to get clicks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then again, knowing what I know now, actually, and knowing what the term Omega actually means in the wide context of a fandom, actually, maybe that would have worked out more. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Omegaverse was running strong by this point, now that I've actually backtracked and I've heard a few things from watching Dominic Noble videos. And yes, I know that Aphmau proved the fact that researching something is not the and watching these videos exclusively is not the best way to find out about stuff. I think we've established that. But honestly, again, if I want to know more about the Megaverse, I could ask a Megaverse writer like Aphmau went on to do. And yeah. Wait a minute, Aiden,
what?
Remember how there's a Never Have I Ever episode where they're out of character and there's and Aphmau doesn't move forward unless they never have ever written inappropriate fan fiction. Considering her affinity for werewolves, do you think it's possible that Aphmau was an Omegaverse writer back in the day?
I wouldn't put it past her, honestly.
Neither would I, and that's the most amazing theory. Do I hate the toxic gacha community? I ignore the toxic gacha community for the large part. Mostly because it seems that gacha heaters migrate to Instagram for the most part, which is a relief. But yeah, honestly, I saw what engaging with them a lot did to Nasib. It's like, I mean, honestly, I fire off chaos. So if I come across a few of them, then by all means, I will stick to my cause and just writhe in their torment. But other than that, they're good for reviews as well. There is one time that I reviewed. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Actually, it's somewhere in my lost things, which is by far the worst gacha video I've ever seen. It was like nothing was right, and I actually I had to re-review it actually because I lost the footage one time, and I went back to it again, and I had a meltdown, like an actual proper rage at the exact same moment. That's never happened before. So clearly, sometimes they get to a certain point where it's even I can't take it, but for the most part, not really. If Empress's eyes weren't supposed to be yellow, then what color are I supposed to be? On the gacha color wheel, I think they come off as light brown, actually. I realized where the mistake actually happened. It was during Through Her Eyes. As soon as I got remade for Through Her Eyes, suddenly the eyes were yellow. I think it's because she used to wear those yellow glasses.
Yeah, and the yellow lenses.
Okay, yeah, let's see. What are her eyes underneath that? Yellow. But that was not the case. So that eventually was a mistake. It's like, oh yeah, I've only just managed to go back and see where that came from. So yeah, they're light brownish, basically. All right. Oh, I have messages in the butter punch. I thought it was something else. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, that was that. All right, this has been Aphmau finds out about werewolves, and also Kai is there suddenly sometimes. I thought the yellow eyes were chosen. The yellow eyes were chosen by me. Well, no, I don't consciously make changes to the gacha characters' designs.
Yeah, another person who fell victim to a change was Mrs. Dicer when she went from these green eyes to these dark blue eyes because Jacob picked the green screen image of Mrs. Dicer when editing her. So it made it look like her eyes became solid blue versus
bluish green, light blue. Yeah.
Ironically, though, I will say the Gacha Life design, the original Gacha Life design, looks a lot more like Ilana than her Gacha Club design. Because with her Gacha Club design, you just stuck with the default boy pants and shoes. When her, give me a minute.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, the default boy pants aren't supposed to be seen because the kimono's a thing. But yeah, so what was I saying about that? Yeah, so all the
no, wait, I need to say that. So basically, she has default boy pants and default boy shoes for Mrs. Dicer right now. When she was supposed to have yellow striped socks with red sandals, I believe. No, she had socks and sandals, and then her eyes were originally green, much like Alana's. So yeah, no, she actually originally had a lot more Alana.
I just realized something. That might have been a reference to the fact that to her having yellow stockings and being cross-gartered, which actually is a thing that happens that they do as a way to tease Malvolio.
Yeah.
In 12 Nights. So I was making 12 Night references before I was doing 12 Nights. Not before I was doing 12 Nights. Before I referenced Sebastian and Olivia. So there you go. Will I ever go back to Gacha Life again?
No.
I've actually been wondering about this because
no.
My answer up until recently has been no. But actually, now that I've looked back, because I once wrote an entire movie script while Gacha Life was still around. Then Gacha Club came about. And it's like, oh well, I changed all the backgrounds and stuff. Some of the backgrounds in Gacha Life genuinely, I think, would be really good, but are still really good, and that's why I partly did that movie the way that I did, because I wanted to explore the other backgrounds that weren't being used by a lot of people.
Yeah, but I feel like for that movie it would work better if Gotcha Club though.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, at least I would import the Gacha Club backgrounds themselves. That would be the other way to do that. So, or like, not the Gacha Life background, I mean, import the Gacha Life backgrounds and then do them in Vegas. So, I don't know. If that was what we'd do now, then that's quite possible. I think that would be better. Because honestly, I really did want to explore those other backgrounds. I've realized just how many of them weren't crossed over into.
I'm honestly surprised Luname just didn't bring them all over.
I think probably because they weren't being all used. I think that might have been partially why.
Yeah. Anyways, ready to end the stream?
Yeah. Well, but yeah, ready to end the stream actually because I know what the next one's going to be. It's going to be tomorrow. We're going to look at I think it was Michi's Disguise or something in Emerald's Secret, but I'll work it out either way. It's the next one. Well, if a new gacha game gets announced this year, well, then we will look into that one because
yeah, and possibly switch to it because I don't know. Depends on if it would be better in Gacha Club.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, as soon as I started using Gacha Club, I realized, oh yeah, it's a bit slow right now because I'm using an emulator before the official game came out on PC. But yeah, after that I was like, yeah, I'm sticking with this. This is the future, and it certainly was. Okay, so there's that. Who knows if maybe Gacha Life still bears some relevance in terms of marketing actually, because I've seen sometimes it's kind of like that. But, yeah.
I feel like the Gacha Life name is more popular, even though some people still use Gacha Club and label it Gacha Life mini movie.
Interesting. Maybe we're gonna have to just do parts of both. Maybe like have one part that's just maybe have one part that's from Gacha Life, like the backgrounds actually, and then that might count. Who knows? We'll see. We like marketing tactics here. And now I will close out a video that has the same title as an Aphmau one, other than differences in terms of MyStreet 5 years later.
Yes.
Again, definitely not deliberate. So yeah, I will see everyone tomorrow, actually. Same time, same place, 5 years later. I too cannot wait for Nightfall. But for now, in between those times, please leave a like or dislike if your opinion matters.
Yeah.
And subscribe done so already.
Bye.
Subscribe to Aiden and the YouTube station Monation. Aiden clearly wants to leave right now, so I'm going to go now.
No,
until next time.